Hello, and welcome to Silicon Valley Girls Chat Over Tea. I'm Gloria,
And I'm Rosetta.
and thank you for joining us. And as we always say, in the spirit of love and kindness, we want you to always listen to one another, be kind to one another, be courteous to one another, because you never know where that jewel is. And there could be someone that comes across your path, and if you're rude, you miss a golden opportunity. So slow down and be kind.
Exactly, I love that. Thanks for the reminder. Thank you everyone for joining us for another one of our chats. We love you. And before we get going, we want to remind you, please consider liking our videos. There's a thumb icon. And even better, we'd love for you to subscribe to our channel.
Yes.
And you can hit that bell notification, and that will notify you when our videos are ready to view.
Yes.
So today's tea is going to be by Organic India, and the flavor is Tulsi Raspberry Peach, stress relieving and purifying.
And I need a whole lot of that right now.
Yes, I
Here's
love
the
that.
Ingredients.
All right, the ingredients are Tulsa, which is a what does that say?
A proprietary
holy blend, a holy basil blend.
Yes.
Holy basil, East Indian basil, organic hibiscus flower, and organic elderberry.
Yes.
So that's what it is. And we
Yes.
love this brand, Organic India.
Yes, we do.
And as you know, if you've been watching our other chats, we've had it seeping for a while. Oh, you know what we forgot to do?
What?
We forgot to smell the tea bag before we dumped it in, before
Yes.
we seeped it.
Well, it's so vibrant that as soon as you crack it, you can smell it.
As soon as you crack it.
Yes. That's like when you crack the little seal.
But we've had this one before, so you probably know from previous chats.
Mm.
And smells
Smells
very good. It
wonderful.
really smells vibrant.
Yes, we
I
love
like
that.
that.
We
So-
love that. So we always like to, move
Yeah.
it around. It makes the essence even more
And
powerful.
I just saw that this says caffeine free.
Yes.
So if you're interested, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone. I like that vibrant. It's kind of
Yeah.
like refreshing.
Yes.
Very bright.
And you would think outside it's going to be in the 90s today. However, this tea is perfect.
It is. It's really soothing, and it is stress relieving, I have to say. Just makes you calm down.
Yes. Woosah. Woosah. So, as we always begin our chats, our thoughts and prayers go out to the entire universe, to the entire world. We are moving so fast, and there's so much going on in the world, and I do mean the world. And now there's a gentleman, he's the smartest man in the world, Titus McGraw, and he was talking about how UFOs, unidentified objects. And everybody's like, oh, I saw this, I saw that. And he goes, you got the best thing in the world. You got a phone. Take a picture. Send it to NASA. Because, people are like, on one hand, we're here alone. Man is the smartest entity of the world. And on the other hand, people are like, I don't think we by ourselves. So, let's just pray for all of the universe, that we can all learn how to live and coexist together. What a concept. So, I think we had shared with you conversations on past chats about Taylor Swift and her producer, Scooter Braun. And he sold her catalog of music without talking to her about it. And it was just very, very devastating. And so she left him. She has been in the process of re-recording her music, her own music that she wrote.
Just to re-record everything.
Yes, so that it will be under her control and her label. Well, today we heard other stars like Ariana Grande, Justin Bieber, Demi Lovato, Idina Menzel have also Idina Menzel have also departed from his services. So we don't know what this means. We're going to keep an eye out for it. However, if one person leaves you, it's just one person.
Right.
If a group leaves,
yeah, that's going to be quite a drastic move because financially wise, it's
Yes.
going to be a huge hit on him.
yes. So we'll continue to monitor that and keep you updated. Last week we talked about, my husband's favorite movie, The Blind Side, and we talked about how Michael Orr filed a suit against the family that took him in and helped him. Even though he may not see it, I think they helped him obtain a different life. Because when they took him in, he was sleeping at the gym, or he was sleeping at the laundromat. And he had a nice place to stay. The family have said that they love him, even with all of this going on. And we had shared with you that he stated he never knew there was a conservatorship. I went back and I watched the movie. And in the movie, she's talking to someone at social services, and she's like, are you gonna adopt him? And she's like, well, he turns 18 soon, there's no reason to do that. And that's when they came up with the conservatorship, so that they could help and sponsor him to go and have a different life. So as hot as that story was, it was like every time you change the channel, now you don't hear anything. And I think it's because people are realizing that there's more to this. So we'll keep checking it out, and as we hear things, we will definitely let you know.
Well, you did say that he had written a book, right?
Yes.
And in the book, he mentioned about the conservatorship.
Yeah.
So, which is very odd that he's bringing it up now.
That he didn't know anything
Right.
about the conservatorship. So there's all kind of stuff going on. However, we're on it, and we're going to stay on it.
Yes, we will.
So, Bachelor Nation, what did you think? Did you like the ending?
It was very exciting.
Did you like the fact that she chose Dalton? I mean, there was a hush when Joey got out the car first, because the first one out is not the one that they usually pick.
Yeah, isn't that really weird? Usually the first one out is the one that they don't pick, and I don't know why they do that. It's very obvious.
Well, I think it's because they don't want to record, the person over the moon, and then they have to buckle down and be sad and serious.
Well, I was always voting for Dalton, and
yes.
I loved him, and I thought that he was a better fit for her than Joey.
Yes.
I just thought that Joey, like was it the father or the grandfather said, is he really?
Oh, his uncle.
His
Remember
uncle,
at the tennis
his
court
uncle.
when they were
Yes,
playing tennis?
Yes, the uncle said that, is he really showing his true self? He
Yes.
alluded to that.
Yes.
And I always thought that Joey I found him, he didn't have much emotion.
Right.
He didn't show it, even
Right.
though he may have felt it. He never showed it. He didn't really smile a lot.
Yeah, he just told her, I'm falling in love with you. And then he goes, I am in love with you.
With a stern, straight face.
And then I thought, okay, maybe he's warming up, because her family told her that Joey made her glow. And she was like, this is not going the way I want. And she kind of hammered her mom a little bit, because she wanted her mommy to say, I like this one better than that one.
Yes.
And this is why. And she's like, nope, this is your choice. You have to live with this. I'm not going to make the choice for you.
Because her mom is correct. She doesn't want, if it doesn't work out, she doesn't want Charity to come back and it backfire on her and say, well, you thought this. I went by your advice.
I went by what you suggested.
So the mother was very, very good at what she stuck by her grounds, and I'm glad she did, because I think that Charity chose a great, and I love the fact, don't you love it when the parents come to the finale?
Yes.
And they're sitting next to each other and they're already friends.
Yes, and you could tell
that.
Yes, and I remember when Dalton took her home to meet his family, the parents were out of the country, and they flew all night so that they could be there.
To come back from Nigeria.
And the mom told her, if you pick my son, I will take you to Nigeria, and I will throw you the most fabulous wedding.
And she's going to do that. And
yes.
you know what I want? They better record that.
Yes.
I want to see it.
I want to see it too. And the other thing, Joey took the poem that they did in New Orleans and he had it framed. And I was like, oh, that's cute. What did Dalton do? Remember when he took her on the date? He rented a convertible.
Yes.
And he took her out to the drive-in.
Yes.
And what did they watch? They watched the story of them.
Yeah, when they were younger.
Yeah, so on the last date, he gave her a locket of the two of them, their baby picture. I mean, he was just knocking it out the park. Every time he would do something, I would go, now that's a man. That's a man that's in love with a woman, because he embodied everything that their journey together.
You just know it when you see him with her. You just know it. They're made for each other. He just seems very genuine himself, not trying to put on any image,
right?
Not trying to portray what she wants to see from him. He was just all in it, and that's just him. He laid it out there.
Yes.
What you see is what you get, right?
Absolutely. So we both were very happy with the resolution, and I'm watching it, and then they show Joey watching it, and he was like, you know, that's the first time I've seen it. And I'm looking at Joey, and I'm like, your hair's cut. It's a nice suit. And I told my husband, I said, Joey's the next Bachelor. And he's like, why would you say that? And he is.
He is.
And then the woman that's from Hawaii that was in the audience that they gave the card to, and she's supposed to keep the envelope sealed. And
she's going to be on the Bachelor with Joey.
Right. She's one of the 25 girls that will show up. I don't know if we're going to do that one. I do know we're going to watch the Golden Bachelor.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. I love it. I think that's going to be really, really good.
Yes.
And we don't know. We're going to watch the Joey season.
Right.
We're not sure. I'm thinking the girls that are part of that season, they must feel very jealous that girl from Hawaii got to be on there.
Yeah.
And she got special treatment.
Yes.
She got a card.
She gets to talk to him, you know. And the other thing that I thought was a little is when they started talking about Bachelor in Paradise.
Oh.
So Aaron, what's that? Braden was there, and he's all over kissing, and then he's sitting in the audience with one of the girls that's one of the Bachelor in Paradise girls. And so Jesse alluded to does this mean something? So I don't know what that means. I don't even know if I'm going to watch that one, because that one it's just a whole bunch of mess. It's
a mess. But to be honest, I like watching it.
It's a good mess.
It's a mess, but I still like watching it because I want to know how Braden is in Bachelor in Paradise and how Aaron is, and I just want to know who is coming back from the previous season.
Well, Aaron looks like he finds another woman that he cares about, because he was a little devastated when she sent him home. However, I was very proud she sent him home, because it wouldn't have been fair to have him stand up there and vie for a rose.
Right.
That would have been horrible.
What you're saying. Yeah, no, I don't think that would have been good.
So that's our Bachelor update, Bachelorette update, and we will keep you informed as we hear new things.
Yes, and we want you to comment below if you have anything else to say about the Bachelorette. The Bachelor, the Bachelorette. I'm getting all mixed up. Bachelor, Bachelorette,
so much going on.
Bachelor. Just put your comments below, and are you glad that Charity has now chosen Dalton?
Yes.
So
let
us know.
Yes, and I tell you one last thing. Dalton is tall. When she was standing on the box.
Oh yeah, so like when he kisses her, he has to pick her up.
Yes.
So that, and then I was thinking, she has to do this.
Yes.
If I was her, every time I'm going to get a neck crack.
I know.
Every time I do, my neck is going to crack.
Well, that's why they gave her a box to stand on. So, Charity, we want you to know we saw that, and we're holding the space that it's gonna work out.
Yes.
So, Serena and her husband, Serena Williams, just in case you know what Serena we're talking about, and her husband Alex welcomed their second child, a daughter. And her name is Andrea River, and she calls her my beautiful angel.
Oh, that is adorable.
When he posted the I guess they did an Instagram.
Yes, an Instagram video.
He talked about how Serena had just given him the most amazing gifts that he could ever have imagined, and that's his family and how much he loves them. I think that's just really beautiful.
It's
I was like, it's so wonderful. So, something that's not wonderful. You know, people, we have got to figure out what is going on in the world where individuals feel that you have to like what I like and do what I do, or you have got to be eliminated from the world. I mean, when did it get to be a bad thing to have a disagreement? I've had some of the best conversations with my family and friends, you know, even about politics, with, you know, the race, presidential races and all of that. And, you know, we laugh about it. You know, it's like, well, you know, you're cray-cray for thinking that way, but I love you. You know, everything's really good. Well, in San Bernardino, California, a man shot. Let me slow down and say that again. A man shot a 66-year-old woman. Her name was Laura Ann Carlton. She was a store owner. And you said, well, why would he shoot her? He shot her because she was flying a pride flag in the front of her store. Now, she is not an LGBTQ plus individual. She is just supportive of the whole community in which she lives. In addition, so what people would do is they would vandalize, they would take the flag, so she would put another flag up. And sometimes she started out with the little ones, you know, the little bitty, like
right,
the little
right, yeah.
And she had them just stuck around in pots. And so then they messed with those. So then she got bigger ones. So, and I'm not saying nothing about the person who did it. This woman had 9 children. She left behind 9 children and her spouse. In addition, she, because of her store, had people knew her, stars, movie stars, knew her from her merchandise. Now, the part that makes me go, oh my God, this young man who did this was all over his social media platforms talking about how much he disliked all of this. He didn't like the LGBTQ community. It's amazing how after all of this comes out, Mark Zuckerberg, if we can have algorithms that make us and our children clam for the next Facebook posting, we should be able to have algorithms that will notify authorities something's up. If an individual starts posting negative comments, someone should know about that before the person is terribly killed.
Yeah, because that goes the same with a lot of those mass shooters.
Yeah.
A lot of times you get little like hints of things that are about to happen and they post and nobody does anything.
Yeah. And then after there's a shooting, the first place they go is to social media to see, was there anything?
Was there any signs?
Hints? You know? Yeah.
Yeah, so I do agree what Gloria said. There has to be a way. And even if it's like doesn't end up being anything, wouldn't you rather be safe than sorry?
Yeah.
So I give it 2 thumbs up.
Yes.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
For your company, Meta, please do something that can scout, because they do have people that actually their job
I know
what
you're going to say. We're not going to say it out loud, but I know what she was about to say.
There are some people their jobs are at Facebook.
Yeah.
They spend their time looking through posts.
Yeah.
And they flag them for different things.
Yeah, to see if there's anything that should, warrant further investigations. And I mean, granted, what did they have? Like, I know they have billions of, posts a day. So I know there's a lot going on. So what do we hear every day? AI. Let AI monitor this platform. And anytime you see the words kill, shoot, gun, give it some key values.
That's really, really good idea. And It's not even that hard to do that.
No.
You just tell AI, search for these are the words or keywords. Please search for this and flag whatever you see, whatever posts.
Yes.
And then delegate to the people that have that job.
Yes.
And have them do their research.
Yes. So, to her family, our hearts go out to you, because that was a loss purely based on ignorance. I always, tell people, the STUPID word is a horrible word. And, ignorance is too, because there's no reason she should have lost her life other than someone has been just brainwashed. I was looking around, and we're gonna do a little search on this, because I really want to get Rosetta involved. When I was a child, we had to go to church. It wasn't like I don't feel like it. We had to go to church, and church memberships are dropping. I mean, dramatically dropping.
Yeah.
And we're going to do a little research, because one of the things for me is I don't want to go to the club when I go to church. And people have gold chains and chests exposed, and they're doing booty shaking, and I'm like, I remember when I was a little girl, there's a song called Glory Hallelujah.
Yes.
And it's like very slow, glory up. And so me and my girls, we thought we were doing something. And they said glory, and we went glory, 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 hallelujah. And the choir director gave us a look, and we looked at each other and we're like, we're dead. And the pastor, he even said, we applaud the fact that you want to make things a little different. However, this is a tradition. You do not mess with tradition.
Oh, wow.
And eventually, because we had an organ player and drums and all that, eventually we added a little, rhythm to it. What I see now, that's not a little rhythm. And I think we need some traditional religions that are more hardcore, where if you are wrong and bad, you are called out. And so we're going to do a little research, because I'm like, how does it keep going down? For me, I look at people's dress attire and I'm like, So we're going to do some checking in an upcoming chat. We're going to talk a little bit about it, because that might give us some insight as to why people don't. I mean, if I had a problem, I could go talk to my teacher if I don't want to talk to my parents. I could go talk to my minister if I didn't want to talk to my parents. There were deacons in my church. I don't think kids have anybody to talk to now. And so what they do is they go to social media, and then they get brainwashed into thinking that sweet woman was doing something really bad by hanging a flag in front of her store. That's horrible.
Yeah, it's sad, and I could go on and on about this subject, because I could say, talking about how it can stem from top down, as we always say, from the parents.
That's right.
So we can go on and on about this, but that's what I call mental instability.
Absolutely. I agree with her wholeheartedly. So right now in Budapest, Hungary, are the World Games. Now the World Games are this year in prelude to the Olympics in Paris next year. Now, the fastest man in the world as of this week is Noah Lyles. And the fastest woman of this week is Sakari Richardson. They are both Americans. They both have won gold medals, and they are going to be stepping into the Olympics as world gold medalists. They are also attempting to break world records, because the World Games continue until the weekend, because I know they started last week, and it's usually anywhere from a week and a half to 2 weeks for the total duration. So congratulations to the Americans for stepping up and winning. The races have been phenomenal, just phenomenal. And so congratulations, and that just sets us up for a great Olympics.
Yes, right around the corner.
That's right. Talk about beautiful, good heart feeling, loving. you all don't know this about me, but I love giraffes. One of my bucket lists is to go to the hotel that you stay in with the giraffes.
Where's that? I've
Oh,
never heard of that.
oh yeah, there's a hotel where they're out on the grounds and you're eating breakfast and they stick their heads.
Oh,
And,
is that's in Australia?
Yes.
I think because I think I saw a show, and well, here's
Yes.
me, my couples show. They had a show. It was something like Australia. What is it? Marriage at First Sight or something.
oh, okay.
And they were doing the Australian version, and I think they went to stay in a hotel
Yeah,
with the giraffes.
yes.
Yes.
So that's something I want to do. Well, something wonderful happened here in the United States. Want to tell them?
Yes. A giraffe was born in July, and it's the first one since 1972
Yes.
to be born without any spots.
Yes.
And it was born in the zoo, and the zoo was called Bright Zoo in Limestone, Tennessee.
Yes.
And what this zoo is now doing is asking everyone of the public to go to their Facebook page and vote for what name you think that this just so adorable giraffe should have.
So cute.
And the 4 names are, I guess it must have been really hard to dwindle down to 4.
Right.
But these are the 4. Is Kipike, which means unique. That's number 1. Number 2 is Finjali, which means unusual or extraordinary. Then we have number 3 is Shikari, meaning she is most beautiful.
I love that.
And number 4 is Jamela, one of great beauty. That's what it means. So there's 4. You can go to their Facebook page, and you just go Google it, Bright Zoo in Tennessee. And I voted, and I vote for the name Shikari.
Yeah, I think Shikari is beautiful because the baby is beautiful. It's just perfect.
Oh, if I was there, oh my God,
Yes.
I'd love to go and visit.
Yes.
So
I mean,
adorable.
there are times, when I think I want to do like an African safari. And, I'm like, my thing is the elephants and the giraffes because they're
Yes,
not violent.
yes.
I want somebody where I can just like, be with. And
Well, they
love.
usually give you tours, right? So they
Right.
have some always there with you.
Oh yeah, and so that's really beautiful. But we wanted to share that with you. So were you aware of the new baby giraffe? If so, comment below. Let us know what you think.
So cute. The coloring is adorable.
Yes.
It's like that brownish color. It's like
Yes.
it's like the color of a nice nice teddy bear.
Yes,
Color.
that's what it looks like. It looks like from the movie The Lion King, Simba's mane. It's that beautiful goldy brown. It's so pretty. So
cute.
pretty. Well, as you know, and if you don't know, you must not be on planet Earth. Global warming is alive and kicking. We've been talking to you a lot about Maui and the loss of lives there and what they're doing to try and help that community. I am so impressed. I have never seen a community go through such high level of devastation. And every time you hear someone talk, it's, we will rebuild. It's okay. We're going to be okay. I mean, just so sweet and kind and loving. I mean, it just touches my heart. Right now, due to the magnitude of the fires, they are unable to determine the missing remains. They've got the cadaver dogs, but they still are having problems. So now you're already devastated. You don't know where your family is. About 1,100 people are still unaccounted for. They're asking the people of Maui, and particular of the area that was close to it, to go and get DNA, get their cheek swabbed for DNA, so that they can start trying to look at what they've got from the ashes and match it so they can try and find the people.
Yeah, because it's now it's at least 150 dead, right?
Yeah.
But 1,100 are still missing.
Yeah.
So that's a
lot of people.
Yes.
Because initially they thought it was only 850 people missing, and every day as people are still reaching out and they're like, well, where's this person? Oh, I haven't seen this person. And Rosetta and I were always talking to you about how in our families, we don't call cousins. They're like sisters and brothers, and because we love our family just that much. that is how this community is. They love each other very, very much. And so our thoughts and prayers are with them. President Biden and First Lady Joe Biden, Dr. Joe Biden, went to see the devastation. And so the president said every person impacted immediately gets $750. And we are going to be here for the duration. We are going to help the town rebuild. And some people, you know, I don't know where they came from, because everyone I had seen so far was loving and kind. And they're like, well, if they can give billions of dollars to Ukraine, why can't they do that for us? And it's like, let's see what you need first.
Right.
You know, let's take it one step at a time, one day at a time. So at least the president is going to be there to help out.
And I like what he said about rebuilding, to have it rebuilt the way that the people living there want it rebuilt, not what some other organization, what their vision for it is. They want
some developer.
Right, developer vision is. They want the people of that community to come together and tell them what they want to be done, how they want it. So I really like that.
Absolutely.
That's crucial.
Absolutely. And the tree. Remember the tree?
The banyan tree.
It's like, is it dead? Is it not? The tree is alive. It's burnt, but it's still...
Well, there've been people going in and like just taking care of the tree and bringing it, trying to talk to it and do certain things to... Because, you know, we talk to our plants and you don't know, people don't think this, but they're listening.
Yes.
And these plants with love and every day just talking to it nicely and just being kind to it, you'd be surprised how it grows.
Yes.
I've heard so many people saying that they do that, and all of a sudden
they'll see like one little green leaf, and then it's like it's alive and it's coming back. So the citizens are doing their part to save their tree. They really are.
I love that. Love that.
So there's also, in the center of the country, we were having rain and tornadoes and hurricanes, and now it's hot. So even here in California, we had a hurricane and a 5.1 earthquake all at the same time.
Crazy.
They were getting 3 inches of water an hour. So we've got mudslides because of the fires that had taken out the trees. So when all that rain came, so it's just coast to coast here in the United States. We're having some severe weather.
It's crazy. We had that hurricane. What is it called? Harold. And then in the central area of America, we have just millions of people, 104 million Americans facing the heat.
Yes.
The heat.
Triple digits.
Yeah. And it's 22 states in all.
Yeah.
And it's Chicago is
right
they've never
now.
seen that. Right now in August it's unprecedented to have it in triple digits.
Yeah.
In August.
Yeah. And like Lake Merritt, if you've ever been to Chicago, it can be hot, but when you get down by the lake, it's cooler. And it's even hot there. So we're in the 90s, so we kind of feel you a little bit. Not as much as you with the triple digits. We're just all praying for a cool breeze.
Because there's lots of schools that are actually, there's schools in Chicago that are closed and they're doing virtual learning.
Yes.
And then there are some schools that are like just doing minimal days.
Right.
Because this heat is unbearable.
Yeah, they've been trying to put air conditioning units in the schools. Because I'm like, you mean you have classrooms without air conditioning? But they do, because they've never really needed it. So they're having to do that, and then they're dropping off air conditioning units and installing them in seniors, because there's been seniors who they just thought it was hot and they went to sleep and they did not wake up. So this is really serious. And this is, kind of ties into what we were talking about earlier with, having faith and belief. We have to take care of the planet. We can't just keep running around and saying it's just bad weather. This is really serious.
Yeah, I don't know. We keep talking about this global warming, and Gloria and I have been talking about this for years.
Yes.
And we've told you what it is, what is, emissions, what is the greenhouse effect, what can we do to start today to do practical things to help our environment and our planet. And it's gotten this, it didn't happen overnight.
Right.
And this is all man-made things.
Yes, it is.
But we will see what happens, and hopefully, if you are one of the people that is trying to help with this whole global warming, we'd like you to comment below so we
Yes.
know. We'd like, to support you.
Yes.
And we'd like your support as well, because hopefully people have been listening to us.
Yes.
And taking it seriously and
Yes.
doing something.
Yes. Any suggestions, we're open. We're open to hear.
Yes.
So, we were talking about last week how England had showed up and was moving forward in the World Cup. Well, Spain took it all. They won. The women were just over the moon. They were so excited and so happy. And the country, the people were out in the streets. They were dancing. It was just such a wonderful, wonderful time. So congratulations to Spain. And, unfortunately, the Royal Spanish Football Federation president, Luis Rubiales, is being criticized because he was so excited. He got so overwhelmed as he was congratulating the girls. He would go from girl to girl and he would give them a hug. He took one of the girls and he held her face and kissed her on the lips. Now, of course, he's in trouble for doing that because it was unwarranted. And, even if you wanted to kiss her, you should kiss her cheeks, not her lips, and not hold her head. So, of course, the Federation is going to be investigating that. And that's a little bit of a ding. However, we want you all to stay focused on the prize because all they're talking about now is the kiss. The kiss will take care of itself. Spain won. Congratulations, women. Congratulations. You did a great job.
Yes.
We're so proud of you. And one of the things that they were talking about is how the goal is to get young Carmel girls to see things that they never thought they would ever see. And by having Spain win, that's something a lot of young girls never thought they would see. Someone who looks like them. So we want to keep that going and support it wholeheartedly. So now we're going to talk about the health tip of the day.
The health tip.
Yes.
So as you know, if you're a regular supporter of us, at the end we always like to do makeup and health tips.
Yes.
And my health tip of the day is drink plenty of water. And this is not just if it's hot,
Right.
it's every day.
Yes.
Because what does water do for you? It hydrates you and detoxifies you. Our bodies are always being toxed, whether we like it or not, we don't know it. But our bodies, they do detoxify by themselves, whether we know it or not. We go to the bathroom, which is detoxifying.
Right.
We sweat, which is detoxifying. We go to sleep, and it's a bit of detoxifying overnight. But there are things that we can do more detoxifying, because it's not enough, because we've been bombarded by toxins everywhere.
Right.
Also, not only in our foods, but also in the environment, environmental toxins, and the stress that we have in our bodies. So we want to make sure that we're drinking enough water, because water, the more water you drink, the more you want to pee, and the more the toxins are being eliminated from your body. So that's why, and also hydrates you as well. So water, water, water. And I'm talking about water, not soda.
Right.
Okay? So you can get water. If you don't like plain water, some people don't.
Right.
You can infuse it with different fruits.
Yes.
You can get a jug. You can put water in there, and you can put like fruits and veggies. Cut up some cucumbers.
Yes. And
some
just
mint.
chomp it down. Yes.
Yes. You can do fruits, strawberries. You can do cucumbers, which is another great veggie.
Yes.
You can do lemons, limes, whatever you want in there. Watermelon. Even put essential oils in there. Top grade essential oils. That's a great way to consume your water.
Yes.
You should all be drinking a minimum of half your body weight in ounces. So minimum.
Yes.
So if you weigh 100 pounds, you should be drinking a minimum of 50 ounces a day.
Yes.
That's minimum, okay?
Yeah.
But you should be drinking more. And that's my tip of the day.
Yes.
Drink your water, stay hydrated, detoxify, and it's very good for you and your skin.
Yes.
Great for your skin as well.
Yes. And with great skin, you can apply wonderful makeup. So I'm always around people who are looking at their face and trying to figure out, what can I do? I don't like my nose. My eyes are low and I want them up and bright. You can do all of that with makeup. You can start right underneath your eyebrow and you can apply a light shimmer color, which will open your eyes. You can also take and put a little bit of a light color in the corners of your eyes. That will also open them and make them bright. With concealer, you can take a concealer and you can put a streak of it down the middle of your nose. So the highlight will hit that part of your nose. And instead of you saying, say you have a wide nose, it makes you see the tip. You can also contour down the sides. I've had people say to me, Oprah Winfrey got a nose job. And I said, no, she didn't. That's contouring. So you can contour. You can take concealer and say you want a chiseled chin. You can take and contour your chin to make it more chiseled, to give it that chiseled effect. You can also take, like me, my eyebrows stop about midway. So what I do is I go from here with a brush and a dark color of eyeshadow, and I just go along and I draw it in to where it comes to an angle, because the goal is to have your eyebrows come out at an angle on your eyes. So that's something that you can do with contouring. You don't have to do Botox and all of that. I was so proud of Jane Fonda because she said, I'm done. I'm not doing any more plastic surgery. Because I mean, she looks fabulous, but she's like, sometimes, because people treat her like she looks. So she's in her 80s and they're like, come on, let's go do this and let's go do that. And she's like, I need a nap, So those are things that you can do just using a little makeup, a little powder. And you can also, if say me, I like wearing eyeshadows that match the colors of my clothing. That is also fun because, like me, I have 65 different eyeshadow colors. I have pretty much any color you could need to match your clothing. And you can take, I have one top, it has 6 colors. And what you do is you put a primary clear, like a highlighter color underneath your eyebrow. You can then take and put like a lighter shadow on your lid. You can take and put a little swoop of another color. You can take and put another swoop under that. You can contour from the corners, and all you do is imagine a side V. So you start at your eyelash, you go in, and then you go back out. So the tip goes in and the arch goes back, and then you just kind of blend it all together. And that way you can wear multiple colors. Don't be afraid of eyeshadow colors. A little bit goes a long way.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how it changes the look of your face just by different colors. And here's me talking because I don't really wear a lot of makeup.
Right.
But I've been dabbling with makeup lately, and it really does make a huge difference on the way you look. So give it a try. If you're not like one to be comfortable wearing makeup, just try a little bit. And just walk around the house and see how you feel. And if you have people around the house, ask them, oh, what do you think? Or maybe just go out to a coffee shop with a friend and have your makeup on and ask them what they think. It doesn't have to be anything dramatic. You don't have to go all out. Just something like Gloria said. You don't even need eyeshadow. All you need to do is put that highlight under your eyebrow, like a whitish, off-white color or a gold color under your eyebrow, and it will just lift your whole eye up.
Lift your whole face.
Yes, and make you look like you've got wider eyes.
Yes. Well, thank you once again for hanging out with us. We want you to know that we feel the love that we receive from you, and we send it back to you. Bubbling over, just bubbling, because we are so grateful that you're checking out our videos.
Yes, we are. Thank you so much. We appreciate you so much. And remember, if you like this video, please hit the thumb icon. We would love it if you subscribe to our channel. Hit that bell notification so you'll be the first to be notified. We love you all. And remember, we are Silicon Valley Girls Chat Over Tea. And remember to always keep smiling. Bye.
Bye.